What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's go through another one of those articles that are talking about what might happen in October. This would affect your monies. This will affect your IRAs, your 401ks, the whole nine yards. All right, real quick though, you guys should be considering moving into precious metals. The link is in the description. Go over and check out our friends at Money Metals Exchange. If you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, you can use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. If you already got the half ounce, you can't get any more. All right, we got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, we talk about investment opportunities, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. All right, no politics. Bring the politics over to here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. You can't talk about politics, QAnon, NESARA, GESARA, current events, 9/11, false flag events, the whole nine yards. I don't mind it. Just be respectful of one another. If you don't have Facebook, I do have Twitter. The link is in the description. Come on over and join me there. A quick look at where we are with gold and silver. Our cryptocurrencies, this is what I'm telling you guys. They do this a lot. They go up and down. If you thought paying attention to the gold and silver market was crazy to watch, it's not as crazy as cryptos. They have huge swings, a lot of volatility into it. So again, if you're considering buying cryptocurrencies, the link is in the description. Just follow it on in there, and if you get in there, you get $10 free from them. So anyways, gold, again, word was they try to get down around 1,800 bucks. It looks like they're sure to hell trying for it. And that silver would be down around 20. It looks like they're trying for it. We'll see where it goes from there. But let's get into this article because it's a biggie. I read something similar about this, Trump and IMF, what's going on in October. This is another article from the exchange. It says, on October 18th, an event of unprecedented magnitude may destroy your wealth forever. It's a little hyperbolic, but let's get into what they're talking about, of course. It says, even with all of the power and resources at President Trump's disposal, the chances are that he will not be able to prevent what is about to happen. On October the 12th through the 18th, the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, will be implementing new financial laws that just may sound the death knell for the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Now, if we remember correctly, I told you a lot of these things we all been talking about, including the GESARA, quantum financial system. It's getting ready. It's put up or shut up. So if Trump really, a lot of you guys think Trump has already saved the world, we're about to find out. This would be the time that he would need to launch the quantum financial system if it's out there. I told you guys, my friend confirmed that it does exist. Okay? I don't have anything to give to you guys to proof to that, but boy howdy, if it does exist, we need to get it to hell out there, because if this happens, this could be disastrous. I mean, it benefits us one way and hurts us in another. So it says you only have a small window of opportunity to save your retirement, and that's why I've been telling you guys you might want to consider moving 25 to 30% of your IRA, your 401ks, your retirement savings into precious metals just in case. Recently, Bloomberg reported that the London Bullion Market Association, which oversees the world's biggest spot gold market, will seek proposals including the use of blockchain for tracing the origins of metal, partly to help prevent money laundering, terrorism funding, and conflict minerals. But more, so it's to prevent you from controlling your wealth. You see what I'm saying? All these things that are happening around us, and I keep telling you guys, we need to be aware of it. As much as all these people out there all hyped up over cryptocurrencies, no, that's what they do. They bring it to you as it's something good, and people buy it hook, line, and sinker. Then later on, they use it against you as a weapon. Okay, so blockchain technology, sure, it's all great for a lot of things, and everybody's out there going, ooh, it's decentralized. You know what I mean? There's total anonymity. No, we already saw that Bitcoin got busted in one of the largest pedophilia rings. And how did he find this pedophilia ring? Because even though Bitcoin is decentralized, they were able to trace where the coins went to and went from. They arrested people. So don't tell me that these things are there, don't worry about it, the government doesn't know. Not only that, they're now introducing what I said was coming, regulations for cryptocurrencies. They suck you in, you fall for it, you accept it because it becomes the norm to you, and then they drop the boomy on you. If you happen to be the age of 6 or older, the next weeks may define your financial fate, possibly for the rest of your life. If you fail to act, you may never comfortably retire. If this claim sounds unthinkable, maybe perhaps even unbelievable, just remember that Americans have always considered major market crashes to be unbelievable until reality sets in and they're left with absolutely nothing besides regret. What that paragraph is pointing out, that the people didn't do anything to hedge against a crash. They didn't move any of their money into precious metals and they lost everything. Again, I can't stress this enough. You don't have to do all of it, but you might consider moving 25 to 30% of your savings into precious metals. It would be best if you were not so financially disempowered as to live the rest of your life regretting something that is beyond even our government's control. So we are warning you to take action now. In 2007, we saw the coming financial crisis, just like we see what's coming now. Contrary to most financial pundits and experts, it wasn't a hidden risk. The housing bubble had been building for years. Most people just didn't see it. Most American investors are virtually 99% of all baby boomers with retirement accounts lost virtually all of their hard-earned money the following year. Gone. You worked your whole life to get this retirement saved up, and it was gone overnight. Those who followed this strategy that we have been advising our clients for years not only saved their wealth, many made a fortune. Imagine how secure you would be doing now if you did it now, if you had your retirement money in hand at your disposal in physical gold that you purchased at $300 per ounce. That's how much it was back then. Look where we are now. It's 6 times that amount. So let's say you bought $100,000 worth. You would have $600,000. You could retire on that. Hope you realize that such freedom is within your reach, which it is. That's what I've been sharing with you guys, all right? And that's what we're warning you about now. The U.S. dollar is about to undergo an unprecedented reverse of fortune on the world stage. Here's your opportunity to free yourself from the losses that you might have experienced in 2008. All right, so here it is. Case in point, Trump presidential victory for most Americans and experts was unthinkable. We knew the people were looking in the wrong direction, namely the polls. Nobody took into account the silent majority of Americans. Nobody took into account the change candidate factor that consistently favors the change candidate. Clinton was far from anything that we would call an agent of change. Most experts were almost 100% that Hillary would win. Confident, that is, up until the night of the election. Why are we telling you this? We're trying to drive home the point that such predictions are not predictions at all. As a matter of fact, looking at the evidence at hand, weighing in the probabilities, and taking action to exploit the situation, abolishing your downside risk, and stacking upside potential for unlimited gains. On October the 12th through the 18th, the event, the unprecedented magnitude, is about to take place. And right now, what's happening to your financial future is entirely up to you. So let's scroll down here a little bit. It says the event will bring you a secure and prosperous retirement, or it can plunge you into the abyss of better poverty and regret. That's why I keep saying, look, I understand a lot of you are nervous. You don't know what's going to happen. Probably never thought about precious metals before. But then I say if you move 25, 30% of your precious or savings into precious metals and nothing happens, then that's fine. You still have all your money. You're good to go. But if something does happen, not only will that gold and silver save you, but it should go up as well. All right. And what you lost, most likely you will gain back. I'm saying just protect yourself is all we're saying. The future may no longer have the means to pay your bills, pay for food, pay for medical care. At this moment, you are standing at the fork, cryptocurrencies, pun intended, of two possible worlds. So I told you guys, look, bring some money out just in case. But in this case, it's not a matter of people running to the bank. This is the devaluing of the American dollar, which it's beat the crap anyways. I showed you guys the other articles. They're predicting if we are removed as the world's reserve dollar, a loss of 40 to 60% of its purchasing power. So it's both a positive and a negative for us. What I mean by that is obviously if our currency goes down that much, other currencies around the world should rise up against our currency that much. For those of you holding on to foreign currencies, this might be a good chance for us to make up a little bit of what we're about to lose. There's no guarantees. I'm just saying. Our prediction is not a matter of speculation. It's based on verifiable fact. The de-dollarization and several other major changes and implementations have been building up over the last decade. It's about to reach a breaking point. I told you this is all part of that. Here it is. Look it down below. A distributed ledger technology is nothing short of a new global banking system. That's all it is. You guys got suckered into thinking you're going to be free and independent. It's going to wipe this slate clean of the traditional global financial system, as Al Gore and the UN have been calling it, the Great Reset. I told you this is the move into the Great Reset. They're pushing you there. What are you going to do about it? They're forcing everybody to digital money. Once they have that money, they can give you negative interest rates, and you can't even take your money out to protect yourself. Like I said, negative interest rates, bail-ins, take the money, put it in your house. Rich people don't keep money in the bank for the most part. They keep it in their house, in safes. So, case of bail-in, inflation, the whole 9 yards. So the Great Reset is going to push everybody 100% digital. So if it's 100% digital, you can't pull it out to exchange for anything. They're going to force you to spend it. It's going to be back to a debt-based economy that if you don't spend your money, it'll eventually just whittle away. Which means what? That means people can't save money, won't be able to save money. Not in a traditional way. Nobody will be wealthy. Nobody will be able to retire. You'll be so dependent on the government because they're going to see to it that you are. Welcome to the New World Order. This isn't fear-mongering. Keep telling you guys talk about this quantum financial system. We'll see, because October should be the time they launch that bad boy. We will see. We're going to need it. So it will affect the money in your checking and savings account. It will affect anyone who has an IRA or 401k. But its impact on seniors who are preparing for retirement will be particularly severe. There's absolutely nothing that Trump can do to prevent this from happening. It's just too big. This thing has been planned for 50 years. Let's hope that Trump does have a plan. Yeah, I already hear you guys now. He does. He has a quantum financial system. Well, buddy, I don't know what's holding it up. He definitely needs to launch that bad boy. We'll see. The plan set forth by the global elites have already been set in motion. It starts on October the 12th. Once it's rolled out, the IMF will introduce a new financial system replacing the US dollar with a new global currency. You will not be able to transact in this currency as it is strictly off limits to regular people. Wow. When this happens, demands on U.S. Treasury bonds will fail, and with that, so too will the government's source of funding. This is why President Trump has taken over the Fed and started absorbing treasuries from central banks worldwide. However, programs like welfare, Social Security, Medicare will be severely impacted. If you depend on any of these programs, you're out of luck. So that isn't going to be Trump's issue. This was a plan, the Great Reset, 50 years in the making. This is what the Democrats are pushing now. If you play the right moves, you can secure your nest egg in your hands and not the banking elite's hands. If you want to save your retirement, and if you are willing to take the proactive steps towards preparing yourself for this opportunity, then request our bank failure survival guide. Basically, they're going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Move into precious metals. We've been warning you about this. So then, again, these people do push gold and silver. So I understand it's a hyperbolic a little bit, but they're telling you the truth. It should scare you enough to where you at least are thinking about it seriously. Thinking about what you need to do to protect your money. I know all you people out there think that this thing's already done. We're seeing clones, DQF systems out there. We're going to see. It's coming up here in October. Don't forget, the Great Reset officially launches January 1st, 2021. This new system launches October 18th. We will see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Trump, if you got that QF system, let's get that bad boy out. Let's move back to the gold standard. All right, guys, that's it for now. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later.